Not everyone, but some. You'll see some reviews, some people after seeing some things in this movie are gonna be like, atrocious. Don't let it fool you. It's just sensitive people being sensitive. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the 9th film by Quentin Tarantino. He is going for 10. Don't know if it's going to be a Star Trek movie, Kill Bill Volume 3. I hope it's a Star Trek movie. I want to see Michael Madsen wearing a Federation uniform. Sue me, I think that'd be awesome. When I first heard about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I heard like it's this Charles Manson movie. It's not. It's not that. This movie's about two men in particular, an actor named Rick Dalton and his best friend / stuntman Cliff Booth, played by Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. And we get some quippy Tarantino dialogue you're used to at this point in a Quentin Tarantino movie. Essentially, it's about these guys kind of in the twilight years of their career and they're kind of coming to grips with it. 9th film by Quentin Tarantino. I usually don't open with me bagging on a movie, so I'll talk about what I enjoyed in this movie. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoy the theme of a couple guys just trying to figure out like, where are they going? Is their usefulness ending? Are they reaching the end of their career? And they're trying to deal with that. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the dialogue, the shenanigans, the situations they were in. I really liked when they're filming a movie, but you're watching the movie and it looks like the movie, but then you hear the cut, all right, what's my line thing? And then they reset the camera. It was an interesting way to see production, to see the film. So in the end, when I say I'm a Quentin Tarantino fan, one might say I'm a fanboy because it kind of gets his claws in you early on and you enjoy his style because it's a very unique style. Like the genie of the lamp, often imitated, never duplicated. However, when I walked out of this movie, I couldn't help but think to myself, I enjoyed it. For one watch, I don't need to watch it again. It's kind of a bummer for me to say. It's just not one of Tarantino's strongest movies. It's one of his weaker movies, but even the weaker ones are enjoyable movies. I feel like I'm watching Quentin Tarantino's private joke with his colleagues in Hollywood. Like they're all like, oh, you know, production meetings? Oh, this is what they're like, huh? You get it. Maybe he played it smart, but maybe that was his move. I don't know for sure. This is theory and conjecture because I heard that this movie got like a 10-minute standing ovation from film festival, whatever it was at. But now I'm imagining that. I'm imagining a bunch of these old critics, directors, and producers like 1969 Hollywood. I remember, you remember, I remember. Like they'll get it, they connect with it. I'm here with my dick in my hand like, well, I mean, yeah, I'm enjoying it for one watch. I mean, you can tell the talent's still there in the writing, dialogue, filming, execution, directing. But it's the driving force in this movie. It just feels weak. For about an hour and a half into this movie, I was like, where are we going? Other than a couple guys just trying to be like, am I too old for this shit? I might be too old for this shit. I feel like things were happening, but nothing was really happening. Other than a film got made in a film. And in the end, I felt like this movie comes across as a bit indulgent. Like it's Tarantino like, oh yeah, my Hollywood friends, you like that? You get it. And I get this movie's a love letter to 1960s Hollywood, because I always hear that when I have a critique, there will be someone who says, it's a love letter. And I get that, but that's not gonna carry a film. Nice Guys was a love letter to old Hollywood. I'm just saying, gun to my head, I'd rather watch Nice Guys than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I just didn't feel the dialogue was as sharp in this movie as it's been in other Tarantino films. I didn't feel like the characters were as interesting in this movie as they've been in other Tarantino films. I didn't feel like the tension was as thick as it's been in other Tarantino films. There's one scene of pretty good tension, and I was pleased with that. And then it was gone. Man, I'm gonna make a comparison I don't think anyone else has. Just in the sense that I get directors have to grow and evolve, and you can tell Tarantino's very seasoned in this movie, but does it come across as interesting? In that, enter Linkin Park. Yeah, I'm a Linkin Park fan. Always have been. And Chester Bennington, rest his soul. However, undeniably for me, it's the earlier albums of Linkin Park that's where my love is. And as albums go on, you hear the style change because people change, and so their art's gonna change. I suppose I could have used any band that evolves their music with them, but I use Linkin Park. And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is like one of the Linkin Park albums I'm like, I get it. I still feel the flavor in there, but you know, it's not really grabbing me like your other stuff has. Just kind of indulgent. And I don't care. And one sweet ass fucking scene's not gonna make me go, oh, the whole 2-hour, 40-minute ordeal. It's all good now. No, that scene's awesome though. For Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's just gonna be one of those ratings that gets me in the comment section. Let's just get it over with. Yeah, no, it's a party. Best I can say it, it's like this. If you're a big Quentin Tarantino fan, if you're a Quentin Tarantino fan at all, it's worth a watch for sure. If you're not a Quentin Tarantino fan, this isn't gonna convert you. Like there are some Tarantino films, like if you have a friend who's like, I love revenge movies, not really digging Tarantino, never seen Kill Bill, it's logical to be like, you should watch Kill Bill just to see. This one, if you're not a Quentin Tarantino fan, it's not gonna make you one. All right, so Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, have you seen it? What did you think about it? You probably have not. Just thought of that. I do that. I always ask that question. It's a couple days before it happens, but a couple days from now, that question will be relevant. So I'm gonna hold to it. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you wanna see more, click right here to see more.